What is going on, Weekend Hangover crew? This is your boy Preach bringing you another episode. Today's episode, we're going to try to help out the chosen Rosen himself, Josh Rosen. Now, I've seen a lot of places saying Rosen is a bust, get him out of here, all this kind of crazy stuff. Now, personally, I respect y'all's opinion because his NFL career is not looking all that good. But personally, I don't think he's done yet. I think he still has a lot to prove. He's only 23 years old. Hell, he's younger than half of the rookies coming into the league. He's still super young and hasn't even been taught anything, so he's still fresh, he's still wet behind the ears. He's basically still a baby. And he has 2 years of experience under his belt. 2 terrible seasons in the NFL, by the way. I think a lot of it comes, I don't think it's his talent, should I say that. I think he's a very talented kid. I think he's very smart. I mean, hell, he had to learn 2 different playbooks in back-to-back years. Pretty much did it. I mean, he was a starting quarterback in both jobs. Yes, he did lose them, but he was a starting quarterback, so he at least learned the playbook enough. And talent-wise, I think he's very talented. I think he still has all the throws. I think he, back shoulder, everything that you could possibly need. He even has a teardrop deep ball, which everyone knows that's what I love the most. Now, he does have to work on his deep balls a little bit more. Sometimes he does underthrow some guys. It's mainly speedsters, but that gets used to timing, which he has not had in the NFL. That's mainly what I have to take away from Josh Rosen. I really think he needs more timing with his guys, a little more understanding of his receivers, a little more understanding with his head, his offensive coordinator or his head coach, whoever's calling plays out there, because he just hasn't had that in the NFL right now. Arizona drafted him, was ready to move on from him instantly. But Arizona had one of the worst offensive line in football. They gave the man no chance to succeed. Now, the reason why it's kind of working a little bit more for Kyle Murray is because Kyle Murray is a little more of a speedster. He's got a lot more legs. He's scrambling for his life out there, so you can have a little more success with it. As far as Rosen, he can get out of the pocket a little bit, but he's not going to scramble like Kyle Murray or anything like that. Then he moves on to Miami. His bags were packed before he even got to Miami, okay? They were already chanting tanking for Tua, even when Rosen got there. So he was not given any chance to succeed. I even heard multiple rumors going around saying that his his quarterback coach wasn't even helping him out during practices, which is a terrible shame. Because to me personally, I don't care if you're a stopgap guy or not, I believe in teaching everybody who is on your roster what needs to be done, just in case if you need to pick them up later on down the line, or you really get to see what their talent is and maybe be a diamond in the rough. But that obviously didn't happen. They decided just to throw him out there to the wolves and let him get eaten up. And to me personally, I liked seeing what Rosen could do in those situations, but I hated seeing the guy get killed. Once again, he had huge sack numbers. He was constantly getting killed by that offensive line. So to me personally, I think and everyone that I've seen from, these bust videos and all that kind of stuff is saying, well, why did Fitzpatrick do it? Well, Fitzpatrick has also been in the league for goddamn decades, okay? He knows what he's doing. It takes a veteran to understand what's going on. It takes a veteran to be able to succeed with a bad offensive line. And it's not like Fitzpatrick was a God-given talent throwing for 30 touchdowns or anything of that nature. No, the team just happened to look a little bit better under him because, like I said, he had more timing with the guys. He had more, a lot more, I won't say success, but he has a lot more years under his belt being in the NFL for this long. And like I said, Rosen hasn't learned those little tricks that Fitzpatrick has. Where I think Rosen needs to go is he needs a new change of scenery. Not just another stopgap place where they're just going to pick up another rookie quarterback in the next year's draft. No, he needs to go to a place where there's already a quarterback established and maybe moving on in a year or two. One of the places I really thought he should have went was with the Packers, because Aaron Rodgers seems to have been taking him under his wing and teaching him, certain little nooks and crannies of the game, since obviously he wasn't getting it from his coaches. So that's why you'll see Rosen a lot of the time. He'll throw off his back foot, the little hop step that Rodgers does. So I thought that would have been a great place to go. I still kind of do, but now they have drafted a quarterback, so that's probably not the best place for him to go right now. So one of the main places I think he should go is I've heard Pittsburgh a couple of times, been thrown around there because of Ben Roethlisberger, which isn't a bad place to go. But the one that I really do like is the Colts. Indianapolis Colts, to me personally, would be the best place because they have one of the best offensive line of football. Yeah, I do think they need to improve their talent a little bit on the outside because they just have T.Y. Hilton. But I think the fact that putting him behind one of the best offensive line will make him a little bit more comfortable, allowing the coaches to train him, allowing the team to get comfortable to him, and allowing him to get comfortable with the team, learning the nooks and crannies of what they like to do instead of just going out there and winging the ball. That, to me personally, is a huge benefit to someone like Josh Rosen because I do think one of the main things he needs to work on is his timing throws. But like I said before, it's just because he's not comfortable with his guys. But if y'all have any questions, please throw them down in the comment section below. And if you want to be a part of the Weekend Hangover crew, subscribe to us. And until the next video, peace.